Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We're going to stay in a mystical state of mind with my next Bob's pick for tonight. And it's another film starring Malcolm McDowell, Alex in our last movie, A Clockwork Orange. This is a much less cynical and less known movie, but a great thriller with an interesting premise. What if the famous sci-fi writer H.G. Wells didn't make up his famous story of the time machine, but actually lived it before taking pen in hand and writing that story? Well, that's what our movie suggests. It's called Time After Time. It was made in 1979, 8 years after A Clockwork Orange, and Malcolm McDowell plays H.G. Wells in it. In the story, Mr. Wells takes a trip through time to San Francisco in 1979, not for a vacation, but because he's trying to chase down Jack the Ripper, who's used a time machine to escape the law in London in the 1800s. Well, coming to the aid of Mr. Wells in the 20th century is a ditzy but brave banker played by Mary Steenburgen in what was only Mary's second film, and she is delightful in it. There are also some romantic scenes in the movie which have an extra ring of truth to them, because while this movie was being made, Malcolm McDowell and Mary Steenburgen fell in love for real and married a short time later. That marriage, for the record, lasting 10 years. The screenplay and direction of our movie is by Nicholas Meyer, who, with this film, made his directorial debut. Meyer, most famous at the time for writing the best-selling novel The 7% Solution, in which Sherlock Holmes became friendly with Sigmund Freud. So Meyer was already quite good at mixing two icons, one a real person from history, the other a fictional character, something he also does with our film. Meyer, by the way, made some big marks in the movie business 3 years later for directing the 1982 film Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, considered one of the most popular films in that very successful series. But here also with David Warner in the cast, plus music by the great Miklos Rosa. From 1979, here's Time After Time.